Is this a record for latest I've actually started my stream? Maybe. Does it matter? No. It's Henry VI, Part 1. That's what I'm drawing today. What a play. What a play. I'm gonna have to probably keep it kind of short tonight because it's just me and the dogs. And they're in the room with me and they're gonna annoy me. And then also, they're probably gonna have to like go do dog things very soon. So I really kind of didn't want to come on at all. I was really hoping that it would storm and I could just sit in my car and just watch the storm happen, or like on the porch or something. But the rain came and went. And so here I am. I'm telling myself that I'm not burnt out on this. I'm telling myself that because I don't think I am burnt out. But I do think that doing this every single week, I don't know how people do this every day or multiple times a week. It's a lot. I also recently, like just yesterday? No, 2 days ago. On Tuesday, I had my first rehearsal for my like fourth or fifth production of Midsummer Night's Dream. This time around, I'll be playing Oberon, which is awesome. But it also means that I also want to take the evening and start like learning my lines. Thankfully, I've played Titania before, and so I kind of know the lines. And I've played Lysander twice, so I kind of know those lines. So, like, it won't be as bad learning these lines, but man, the guy's long-winded. He don't shut up. So, and my spouse is coming home tomorrow afternoon, and I'm feral. And this whole week that he's been gone, I've been living like a fucking raccoon, and now I need to go and like clean everything up. So I want to keep it quick. I want to keep it quick tonight. But here's the rub. What the hell do I draw about Henry VI Part 1? I honestly, I don't know. There's the line that Joan la Pucelle, Joan of Arc, Joan the Virgin, she curses England, which is really funny to me. Then lead me hence, with whom I leave my curse. May never glorious sun reflects his beams upon the country where you make abode, but darkness and gloomy shade of death environ you, till mischief and despair drive you to break your necks or hang yourselves. I just think it's really funny that, like, there's no sun in the UK. It's just always rain, isn't it? Well, that's because of Joan of Arc. She cursed England to be gloomy. So that's fun. There's your meteorology lesson for the day. And also, I went for a walk, like, in the, like, after the rain. And, like, all of the steam was, like, coming up. And now I, like, can't breathe. It's hilarious. So I thought that was really funny. I don't know anything about him either. Okay, so here's what I know about Henry VI, Part 1. Henry V was like a really renowned, well-liked king. Shakespeare wrote 3 plays about him. Henry IV, Part 1, Part 2, and Henry V all have Henry V as like the main awesome good guy character. But he died at like 36 or something, like quite suddenly. I think he had dysentery or something. I'm dying. Why did I walk outside in a sauna? I know I can't do a sauna. I know that. And I went outside anyway. Anyway, Henry V died really young and left his kid, I don't know how old he was, but he was not old enough to be a good king. Left Henry VI as the heir to the throne. And this play, Henry VI Part 1, starts with the funeral of Henry V, which is like really heartbreaking because we've gotten to know this character and love this character over the last 3 plays. And then here we are starting this play with his death, which I don't like. They may have been written out of sequence, so it's possible that this play was actually written first. And at the time, people had no emotional connection to Henry V other than he was once the king of our country. But I think of this like the Marvel extended universe type of thing, where like you learn to love these characters and then bam, you don't even show his death. You just show the next play and it's his funeral. It starts with his funeral. It's pretty wild. Anyway, it's an interesting play. It's like a lot of people don't like this play because it's long and it's kind of boring. But like all Shakespeare plays are long and kind of boring. That's his shtick. So get over it. But it's also, it's kind of weird. Like, Joan of Arc is in this play, and I've been obsessed with her since I learned who she was. I don't know, I was probably, 14, maybe. I was old as Joan herself, and I had hoped when I read this play I would really come to love the character La Pucelle, and I didn't. She's just kind of there. Like, yeah, she beats a couple of dudes in single combat, which is awesome. But, like, does she have any really good speeches or moments? Really, it's all about her just being a virgin. I don't know. At the end, when they're trying to arrest her, she's like, nah, don't arrest me, I'm pregnant. And then they're all trying to guess who she's pregnant, like whose baby she's pregnant with. I'm just like, this is dumb. I wasn't a fan. But I guess it is what it do. So I was really hoping that Joan of Arc would be something interesting in this play, but she was there. She was a character. It was fine. Not super exciting. What else? There's another moment that I thought would be a good moment. Talbot has a son, young Talbot, John Talbot. And they both go into battle together. And the dad, watches the son get cut down. And then old Talbot is, led apart from the battle quickly. And he has this speech. Where is my other life? Mine own is gone. Oh, where's young Talbot? Where is valiant John? Triumphant death, smeared with captivity, young Talbot's valor makes me smile at thee. When he perceived me shrink, and on my knee his bloody sword he brandished over me, and like a hungry lion did commence rough deeds of rage and stern impatience. But when my angry guardant stood alone, tendering my ruin and assailed of none, dizzy-eyed fury and great rage of heart suddenly made him from my side to start into the clustering battle of the French. And in that sea of blood, my boy did drench his overmounting spirit, and there died my Icarus, my blossom in his pride. Thou antic death, which laughs here to scorn, anon from thy insulting tyranny, coupled in bonds of perpetuity, two Talbots, winged through the lither sky, in thy despite shall scape mortality. O thou whose wounds become hard-favored death, speak to thy father ere thou yield thy breath. Brave death by speaking, whether he will or no. Imagine him a Frenchman and thy foe. Poor boy, he smiles, methinks, as who should say, had death been French, then death had died today. Come, come, and lay him in his father's arms. My spirit can no longer bear these harms. Soldiers, adieu. I have what I would have. Now my old arms are young John Talbot's grave. It's fucking good. It's fucking good. I don't know if my halting reading of it read it as good, but I mean, it's all rhyming couplets. Gone, John, captivity, thee, knee, me, commence, impatience, alone, none. Meh. Heart, start, French, drench, died, pride. And then, oh my dear Lord, lo, where your son is born. They brought his son in. I skipped that line because it was a different character. So he's asking, where's my kid? I saw him killing some French people. Where'd he go? I saw him get cut down. The servant says, oh, he's here. And they're carrying in a body. And then born, scorn, tyranny, perpetuity, sky, mortality, death, breath. That's a good one. Death and breath. No and foe. So I feel like that's the thing that I want to draw. But how? How is the question? Oh, also, I got my first hate comment the other day. Thank you, Xmas Evive, for your hate comment. I look forward to the memory of my art keeping you awake at night. Thank you. Okay, back to business. This has nothing to do with anything. I don't know who this is. Is this La Pucelle? Peut-être, je sais pas. It's just a doodle. So if I'm gonna draw a the feeling of watching someone you love die. I don't know that I want to get that literal. I think that's a little too serious. A little too literal. But there's something in this speech of something that I can draw. And I can draw quickly. I need to be able to do it quickly. So can it just be a circle? Am I done? No? Okay. really like the line, "Where is my other life? Mine own is gone." Is he talking about his son? Is his other life? Is he asking, where is my son? Because that is a knife to the heart. Ouch. Oh my God. Like 1 mile in a sauna should not be having me like in coughing fits. Part of me wants to do just like a kind of abstract thing. Like, how do you find a person in a battle? But that's too literal. Ooh, Icarus. So we've invoked Icarus here. My Icarus, my blossom in his pride. Let's see. Let me find the start of that sentence. Oh my God, it's all one long sentence. Triumphant death, smeared with captivity, young Talbot's valor makes me smile at thee. Period. When he perceived me shrink and on his knee, his bloody sword he brandished over me, and like a hungry lion did commence rough deeds of rage and stirred impatience. Semicolon. So he was watching his dad fight. His dad took a hit in some way, and the young kid came over and like protected the dad. But when my angry guardant stood alone, tendering my ruin, and assailed of none, dizzy-eyed fury and great rage of heart suddenly made him from my side to start into the clustering battle of the French. So he's protecting his dad, and he's like, as he's fighting, he's getting more and more angry, and suddenly he's cut down all these people, and he's just by himself with his dad, and he's like feeling the just fog. He's what do they call it in the like Way of Kings, in the when you get the like you're amped up in battle, and like you just like turn into a different person. I wish I was a good reader and I knew the term for this that they use, that Brandon Sanderson uses, because it's the perfect term, but I can't think of it, so I'm a failure. So he's feeling this moment of post that in the comments what the hell that term is that Brandon Sanderson uses in whatever that Way of Kings series is. I can't even think of the name of the series right now. I always want to call it the King Killer Chronicles, because at least someone kills a king in those books. Spoilers, nobody's killed a king yet in the King Killer Chronicles. Anyway, whatever that word is, post it in the comments or post it in the chat because I can't think of it. So he's feeling this like longing for more battle, for more fighting, and he's dizzy-eyed. Fury and great rage of heart suddenly made him from my side to start into the clustering battle of the French. So he runs from his dad's side and just bursts into the French line and starts trying to cut down all the French. And in that sea of blood, my boy did drench his over-mounting spirit, and there died my Icarus, my blossom in his pride. So he saves his dad. He goes crazy with the like longing for more fighting, and then jumps into the battle and is like immediately just taken out What a fucking sad speech. I'm gonna do this speech someday just for fun, not even for an audition. I'm just gonna do this for fun because this hurts. I want to do this speech and I want to make somebody fucking hurt. I want to hurt myself. Oh man, actors, we have problems, man. So Icarus. So what do we got? We got the sun. We got like little dude with his little feet like flying. How do you what is that? What did I just draw? That's a UFO is what that is. Also, my color is blue tonight. So, whatever I'm drawing... Oh, a melting wing. A melting wing! Hold the futtuck on. Icarus, what kind of wings do you think his daddy made for him? Were they like eagle, like with feathers? Were they like bat wings? Like, what kind of wings did we have? I feel like feathers are gonna be the most like recognizable type of wing. So oh my god, but that's not quick. I wanted a quick art. So we have some, I mean, actually, they all should be kind of coming in this way. You would animate. How would you do an animation? Wait. Tell me how you would do an animation of this. That, like, doesn't require me to like, do any work. Alright, so there's a really ugly wing. And we could just very simply have it, like... melting. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Bird. It seems like they would be bird-like wings. Although I'm looking at a picture of a guy with like bat wings, and I don't think that's the way. All right, I'm gonna go with this. This is a really like rough sketch, but I'm gonna go with it. And I think I'm gonna just do all right, I think I'll just do, I don't think it needs to be very, very detailed. I think it can be pretty simple. Like, okay, yeah. I'm speaking words that make sense. am, I promise. Oh! God. Damn. So you're saying you could animate the speech? Yes. Yes. Fuck yes. Yes. Yes, 1,000 times yes, let's do it. I'm in. That'll be our next thing, because we did Yorick. Put it on the Trello board. You can get your mannequins involved. You think I watch Amazon's Origins of the Wheel of Time bonus episodes? I don't give a shit about the Wheel of Time. Okay, I care about the Wheel of Time, but I've never watched any of the bonus episodes. All right. I'm looking at... I guess I should start at these lower feathers. I wonder, should I put in an arm? Because I'm looking at a... Okay. Son of a bitch. Whatever. Didn't start a new layer, because I'm a noob. It's fine, I'll do it now. That was ugly. Beep, 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 beep. All right. So the picture I'm looking at it's like an actual drawing of Icarus, and there's an arm, which I think would be a really cool addition. So, I'm gonna just kind of like give a little not very detailed sketch of what that might look like if there was perhaps a hand and arm. Again, why am I drawing hands on live stream? Who's letting me do that? All right, so there's the hand holding onto the wing. Well, whoever this Riz character is, I need to stop saying that, like, yeah, drawing hands live for other people is a good idea. AI is much better at it. Is much better at hands than I am at this juncture in my life. All right. Come on. So what if it's like strapped on and like strapped on here? What if he's got like something in his hand there? Okay. AI really does love drawing hands. It's getting better at it too. I'm like really proud. I'm proud of the work that AI is putting in. It's doing a lot better work and more consistent work than I'm doing. So, like, way to go, AI. Where did. What's Icarus' dad's name? What's his name? And where did he get all this wax? And did he fashion it into feathers, or did he, like, use the wax and then, like, stick real feathers into the wax? Doll, I assume you know all of that information. The question is, Icarus's father is named what? And then the next question is, how were the wax wings actually made? Aw, Evie was talking to Robert. That's cute. I don't hate this so far. It could be good. It could be good. Daedalus. I think that's right. When his kid is the one that should have been named Daedalus. That was cruel. I apologize. Yeah, I was thinking, like, because they're wax, right? That's why they melted in the sun. But was it like each feather was like fashioned out of wax? Or was it like he like rolled up some rolls of wax and then stuck real feathers in? I need to know this. I don't actually need to know this. But I think it would be interesting to know. Possibly. It might not be interesting at all. Yeah, wax held the feathers on. Because for some reason, I always imagined, like, I never imagined it very well. Like, I don't think I ever listened to the story of Icarus and Daedalus, like, and actually thought about the engineering of it. I think I usually just kind of assumed that everything was wax. And I don't know why I've assumed that. But that was the assumption that I made when I first heard the story when I was, I don't know, however old I was. And then it just kind of has always been that way now. I never updated my schema. So fucking stupid. Part of me wants to keep this really sketchy too. Yeah, I've seen pictures of it like glued to like a wooden frame too. And or almost like they're riding on a kite together. I've seen it drawn a bunch of different ways. So which I was just wondering just now because I'm using a statue as a reference, and it shows him with bird wings, but there's a painting that shows him with bat wings. And I would like to know the real wings. The real ones that actually existed and actually happened. I want to know what they were. Because it's real. I want to put a wonky feather in here. Put one just in kind of crooked. Will that look stupid? Let's find out. I think it's kind of cute. All right. Is that a wing? I'd say that's a wing. I think... Oh dear. The beeswax melted and the feathers fell apart and floated to the ground while Icarus flapped away. Poor guy. I'm going to give him some more feathers here. All right. There we go. It is very wingy. I'm okay with it. It's very sketchy. But I don't hate that it's sketchy. I don't know if I want to go in and like shade each and every feather. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know. Actually, yeah, I guess I'll do a new layer. I was thinking Like, what would melting look like? So, like, obviously, these bits are melty. And, like, there's some bits coming off from here that are melting. And maybe even more. But I also think that there's like, man, where's that crayon drip beard when you need it? But I think there's some like indents here. Like, what if oh, that's kind of gross. All right, I think I'm gonna clean it up and call this good. How I'm gonna clean it up, I think maybe I leave it sketchy, but so here's a question. I can't even finish a thought tonight. Should the melty bits be background? Or other? I don't know. Oh, this isn't going to be a quick one like I hoped, is it? Anyway, I'm thinking I clean it up with just some shading. Really? Maybe I'll use the bigger shader. Because it shouldn't be like super clean looking, because it's organic, it's feathers, they're melting. You know, it should be a bit of a mess. But I'm also going to have to really use my highlights, because like this piece should be highlighted. Yes. Yes. Gotta figure out what to do with those drippy bits. Cross that bridge in a moment. For now, I think I'm gonna focus on getting the areas where it's like overlapping with another feather, like here. Making sure those are shaded, and then adding whatever you call is it a stalk? I did this research as part of the Midsummer picture, and I can't remember it. It is the quill? No, the quill's just at the end. What's it called? The staff, perhaps? The shaft. The shaft. So I want to color in the shaft, make sure that that's like dark on each side, so that it'll be an easy job when I come in with my highlight and like just add the highlights in. Bam. I also think I should maybe add some more detail. Maybe. I don't know. I actually really like that it looks kind of just sketched. So maybe I'll leave it. I don't know. I'm just going to shade it first and see if it sucks. And if it sucks, then I'll make changes. But I think I'm happy to like let it look like a sketch. But like, you see what I mean? How like there's the sharp drawn edge there. Like maybe I need to erase that out a bit, and maybe I will. I don't know yet. I just want to I want to get the color and the dimension in before I try to do anything like extra with it. Because like it doesn't need to have it erased. I think it looks pretty cool to have those lines there, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it could look even cooler to not have them on there. I'm really enjoying the texture on here. Really enjoying it a lot. You know, I had a thought earlier today about, like, because, like, as I was thinking about this play, I was thinking about how it's young Henry and he has to take over the crown, and, like, oh, I should draw a crown. But I've drawn like 900 crowns just in this series. And I don't want to do, like, I don't want to, like, necessarily repeat things. But I was wondering, because I'm only, I don't know, maybe halfway through the canon, and I'm wondering, like, how much more can I do that's not gonna be repeating some other thing that I've already done. So I was just, I don't know where I'm going with that. I was just having that thought, like, at some point I think I'm gonna have to, I don't know what I'm gonna have to do. Maybe I have to revisit old, not old, but like some of my first drawings. Or maybe I just do whatever the hell I want, and, like, sometimes plays have the same theme and the same imagery pops out to me, and that's okay. But I'm also, like, trying to think about the potential consumer. Like, if I sell these cards, like, are people going to be like, oh, well, Henry the Sixth and Midsummer, those actually kind of have the same meaning to me, which is kind of crazy. Should I add some highlights in the feathers? Like that? Hey, Bella, can you stop chewing on your body, please? Yeah, stop it. Gross. Maybe? I don't know, I think those are too sharp. So what if we have white tips? I'm just looking at this kind of thinking that they're kind of blending in together, and I don't want them to do that, really. So actually, this works pretty well. I'm okay with that texture. Whoa. Christ. Where were we? Shadows first. If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear. In this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. This is now like my 4th or 5th production of Midsummer. And the only thing that I can think of, and this is bad, is like, you know how the kids are saying like that was mid to mean like that was really shit? I want to see a Midsummer Night's Dream where everyone's just kind of phoning it in, but like it doesn't suck. Like, it's still interesting to watch. Or, alternatively, someone could write a review. Just basically use the pun. Use the pun that it's mid. That's all I want. Just want someone to say that Shakespeare is mid. Uh-oh. I think John's gonna call. In the middle of my stream? Is he gonna do it? He might do it. In which case, if he calls, you get the drift. I'm gonna hang up and talk to him if that happens. So if he calls, toodaloo, and I'll show you the final product. If not, we're still going. But he literally just texted and said, calling now. And does he mean calling me? Why else would he text and say that he's calling me? Yes, the play that goes wrong, but Shakespeare. Man, the play that goes wrong, I thought was gonna be like some like kitschy, like boring, annoying play. Holy shit, it was good. It was incredible. There it is. All right.